What's up, everybody? So today we're going to talk about the top 5 things you could do as a client so you can have a dope ass photo shoot or video shoot.
Definitely.
Yep. So first we're going to touch on model selection. I cannot stress how important is selecting the right model.
This is everything. This is probably one of the most. This is why we're talking about it first.
Right. Because,
man, sometimes
we done seen some things.
Y'all be tripping sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you, Jess. This is what they hit me with, Do the client, they're ready for the shoot. I pull up to the shoot, they bring people, and then they just have who, what, and whatever coming through the door.
I'm with you on that. I think the biggest thing to realize, guys, is that models are paid for a reason. They're going to save you time, money, all that extra energy that you could be putting into other things during your shoot day. You don't have to deal with the model if they know exactly what they're doing. They're going to bang out poses where you're literally going to sift through video or photos and you're not going to have any issues because you're finding that the model did everything that they needed to do. And it's just going to make for an easy shoot day.
The one thing with video that I stress to people so much is it looks easy getting up here in front of the camera, but I promise you, when it's your very first time getting in front of this camera, I get a lot of this.
Yeah.
They get kind of lost. They don't know what to say. A lot of times, when you do photography, they're not really just modeling a lot of things that they get stuck on the same face and things like that. So it's very important that you really do take time to see not only that the model actually knows how to model and act for whatever you do, that model also fits your brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure she can do the type of poses, the type of video work that you want. So like you say, you're not coming in there wasting time and, we're spending hours or whatever doing retake after retake after retake. That, because it's costing you.
Yeah.
It's always time is money.
Yeah, time is money. That's right. The second thing that I want to touch on is the power of choosing the right team. Have to stress that. I can't even tell you how vital it is to make sure you got the right makeup artist, hairstylist, wardrobe stylist, assistants on deck, photographers, videographers. Everyone got to work in sync in order for you to get incredible photos, amazing video footage. So I definitely say that's number 2.
Just kind of like on the last shoot that we've done, if you're gonna have per se a swimsuit shoot on the beach, you might want to have somebody that knows how to make a wet look with wigs.
Exactly.
That might, I'm just saying.
Or doing natural makeup. I think it's really important to have a lot of people under your belt. So depending on what look you're going for, let's say you need an edgy makeup look, make sure you're booking a makeup artist that knows how to do edgy makeup looks.
Right.
So it really does help.
Definitely say that, same thing on the stylist, you have certain stylists that are very, very good at certain things. I know when I do certain things for a certain type of music video looks, I know I'm going to go to this stylist.
Right.
We're doing a photo shoot and we're going to be looking really, really jazzed up, or I might go to this one because I know that's what they specialize in and they're not going to let me down.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Every time.
And I always tell people, I have a lot of clients that they're just getting into the business. They've never done a video shoot or a photo shoot before, and they just need recommendations. 9 times out of 10, your videographer or photographer that you're working with, they can help provide those recommendations. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to let my people down. I'll make sure I give you guys the best people to help bring your brand come to life. So it's just really important. If you don't know who to bring into your shoot as the behind the scenes crew, get your recommendations, ask a friend, ask for help.
Definitely. I have to 100% agree with you on that.
So, number 3, you guys. Okay, I'm going to stress this one. This might be number 1.
This could be number 1. This is number 1 for us photographers and video.
But number 3 is planning and preparation. Y'all, I cannot stress how important it is to plan in advance for your video or photo shoot. If you need images or video on a specific date, do not try to do that video or photo shoot 2 days in advance.
Preach,
Yeah,
child.
yeah. Let me tell y'all,
Preach, child.
it's
Talk
not
to 'em.
realistic. 9 times out of 10, whoever you working with, they might not be available. You know, your video and photographers, they might have other things on their plate. It's just not realistic. It's an inconvenience to a lot of people.
To everybody, not to a lot of people. To
Yeah,
everybody.
plan in advance. Like, if you need things on a specific date, make sure you book whatever it is at least 2-3 weeks in advance, sometimes months in advance. It just depends on what you need. I know that video editing, boy, I know it takes a while, you know, and retouching on my end, you know, it's very, very labor intensive. So keep all those things in mind, because it could really impact like how successful your shoot's going to be that day. So it's not rush and, you know, whipped together last minute. You can tell the day of the shoot. You can always tell. Yep.
Man, just to kind of touch on what you said, I feel like, man, so there's a lot of people out there that have businesses, and you already know New Year's is coming. January 1st.
The holidays stay the same. They're all the same.
They the same every year. So
Valentine's Day is on February the 14th.
So stop hitting
Every
me
year.
on February 12th. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
Right.
for one, and it's really, really important because, you know, say we do shoot your video and, you know, say you want to make edits or a change, you know, or something like
Yeah.
that, you know, who's to say if I can get you that edit or change back?
Right.
Because you might find your situation and be like, I like that, but I want to change this motion graphic on here.
Yep.
You know, because we changed the date to this and this. I'm like, ooh, sorry, man. I'm booked already. I'm already out shooting somebody else right now. I can't get back to the computer to do your thing that you should have booked
Right.
months ahead of time because you knew already
Right.
that this was going
Right.
to come. I mean,
Like, damn, how many times has it happened to you before? I feel like he's like trying to get some stuff off his chest
I have to
right
get it
now.
off my chest, you know what I'm saying?
He mad right now. He's like, look, like.
Man, come on, man. Y'all know, man.
Yes.
These holidays ain't changing, please. I would always
Get it
suggest
together.
for holiday shoots like that, man, try to do it a month ahead of time so that
Yeah.
way you got it. And when
Absolutely.
that month gets there, all you have to do is get on Instagram, boom, hit it, it's
Yeah.
uploaded. And you
Stress free.
don't think about it. Y'all be stressing yourselves.
Yeah, don't do that to yourselves. Come on now.
All right, man. All right, I had to get that one off my chest. So,
Oh man. Okay. So you touch on number 4.
so number 4, we're gonna deal with realistic expectations,
Oh.
man. This is another one super important.
Importance.
Man, please have realistic expectations about your shoot.
I would like to touch on, you know, have realistic expectations based on your budget. You know, everybody working with different budgets, and we all respect that, you know, but just realize your budget will impact, you know, the success of your photo shoot. You can still have a successful photo shoot on a little budget, but don't expect big budget expectations is what I'm trying to go with it. So, you know, I feel like the planning, the preparation is what's going to allow you to have an amazing photo shoot no matter what your budget is. So yeah, that's definitely very, very important. In addition to realistic expectations, I think I can throw this in the mix too, is just knowing that once you put out a photograph, as a brand, it's really important to constantly crank out new images. You know, the day and age that we're in with social media, content is king. Everyone wants to see new stuff. So don't just think that that one photo shoot is end all be all, or just that one video is going to get you to where you need to be. You need to be consistent. You got to keep on putting out new stuff to stay relevant in the game.
That's exactly what I would say. The number one key thing is consistency.
Yeah.
Like, above all else is consistency. Even if you have a bunch of lower budget photo shoots or video shoots,
Right.
but they're very well done, if you can keep consistently doing it, you're going to start seeing results. Like,
Absolutely.
I like to consider it just like, you know, losing weight and stuff like that. It's just being consistent to keep your results and things like that. It's not going to be a overnight type of, you know,
Overnight success.
it's
Yeah,
just
you got to be realistic with that for sure.
completely
For sure.
unrealistic. So, yeah, that's a major one. I just kind of feel that people, should know.
Yeah. And if you end up having a good video shoot day or a great photo shoot, that's why it's important to keep that team around so you can constantly, book more things in advance and get more content out to your audience. So,
Definitely want to keep that team around too.
Yep.
So last but not least is having the right concept. That is the biggest, the number one,
Yeah.
the concept.
Big time, big time. As creatives, we want to stay creative and we want to bring your vision to life in a creative way, which means don't come to us with something, whether it be a photo or a video shoot, and say, hey, we want you to replicate that. That's not our job. We don't want to copy. What we want to do is pull, inspiration from different areas and then create something unique to your brand. So again, that concept is very, very key. You want to differentiate yourself from the pack. And, if you don't know where to start, my favorite tool is Pinterest. Like I always tell my clients, look, start with Pinterest and go from there.
Creating
and then
your mood boards, color boards.
Yeah, it's all very
like
important, And as creatives, a lot of us are very, very confident in creating our own mood boards. So if you ever need help, ask a photographer or videographer, hey, do you have any suggestions? If you really don't know how to create that concept.
Also, what I would definitely say for people that are doing some of their first shoots in video or photo is keep it simple.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of times I will get, if you don't know anything about video, how it works, or photography and how it works, sometimes I'll get people on their very first video, they want to make a whole cinematic movie and things like that. And I'm like, and they want to do it in 1 hour in the studio. And it's just, they want to do this in 1 hour.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
This, like, make sure that your concept matches probably an amount of time that you're going to have to shoot on at the location at the studio. You want to make sure that it's actually doable.
Yeah.
Because sometimes y'all just have some great ideas, but they're just so big. I'm like,
yeah,
you're gonna have to probably condense that down.
Yeah, and that really goes back to the whole planning and preparation. All this stuff kind of does go hand in hand. I think the biggest thing is understand like what your resources are. Communication is key. So if you do have a concept in mind, talk to your videographer or photographer first to see like if they can execute it and get their recommendations on how long it's actually going to take to make it happen. So maybe your big idea is absolutely amazing, but maybe Taylor over here is going to say, hey, that's going to take 2 to 3 days worth of shooting to make that happen.
Yep, that is correct right there. That is absolutely correct. I couldn't have said it any better. Mm-hmm. And that is our 5 tips for you guys that are just starting.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and definitely check us out. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Bottom.
Yes.
Catch you next time.
Yep.